In the event you have been living not under a rock, but decidedly absent from everything that is going on. I don't mean just Candace. I don't mean just Charlie. I don't mean that. I mean, if you have been away from what we consider to be reality, this might be the best tutorial, kind of a like a summer school where you like a CLE, like a continuing education, just to bring you up to speed because there's so much coming at you, so much you are unable to even fathom and grasp and collect. I'm telling you. But mark my words, Tyler Robinson is a dead man. Don't know when, a week, a day, the next time is in September. He is through, finished. I don't know how they're going to do it. I don't know what the method is. Is it going to be noose on a bun? Is it? Who knows? But remember what I'm saying. Candace talks about it. They are telling you. They are signaling. They are telegraphing. They are saying he's got to go. No, Tyler, no problem. Let me say this again. All of this stuff to shut up the everybody's with your microphones and it doesn't matter. The only thing that's keeping anybody even listening to the likes of the great researchers, the Baron Colemans and the Candaces, and going down the list, so many names. The only thing that keeps pushing and fueling and promoting all of these chats and discussions about, did they find a rifle? Did they fold the rifle? Was this used? What was the trajectory? What about the note? If there's no Tyler, there's no case. There's no problem. They're having it up to here. They're saying, enough with this. What are we doing? They can't handle it. The defense, I don't know what they're doing. I don't know. I don't mean to speak ill of people I've never spoke with. They could be working on this 24/7. I hear nothing about them. There's new videos, new clips, new analyses that show what appear to be shards, and sometimes I will admit some people go a little too far in saying, instead of saying whether this is PETN or whether this is some type of Simtex or C4 or whatever the particular modality of explosion is, instead of saying I'm not sure, they will say it is definitely this and we don't know yet. So please, the only way we're going to let people in on this, the only way we're going to inspire and whet the appetites of everybody to follow one of the greatest whodunits in real time. I don't know if this is going to be the greatest trial of all time, but this is one of the best whodunits ever. I mean, ever. This is real Columbo, real Quincy, to use television shows you've probably never seen, but this is the real stuff. And the only way for us to get people on board is to not jump the gun, but always say, what does this look like to you? 25 years ago in September was 9/11. And I would always ask, rather than saying, this is the controlled demolition, this is it, look at the squibs, look at this. I would say to people, what do you think? And they would make it. They would think they're telling you what happened. My friends, this is incredible. And by the way, while Taco Trump, oh my God, do you know what's happening with that? I don't think we're going to have time for that one. But the Middle East, Iran, or war policy, it's to call it schizophrenic would be an improvement because you're giving it a name. It doesn't have a name. So sit back, get ready, bring your questions. I am ready to go. And let me tell you something. The world is on fire. What you thought the world was a year ago, is nothing like it is now. So listen to these critical words. The world is about to explode. Wars expand, shipping lanes close, supply chains break, fuel and fertilizer prices surge, crops fail, power grids go down, and then you reach the grocery store, and guess what? You find nothing left. Could you go 1 week without your local grocery store? A month? 6 months? That could never happen, right? Nah, nah. Famous last words. So, what happens when there's a blackout or a cyber attack or a storm or a quarantine or a shelter in place, an order that traps you at home? Panic is not a plan, preparation is. And I'm not talking about banana chips and beef jerky. My Patriot Supply's 6-month emergency food supply provides you right now with more than 2,000 calories a day, 22 meal varieties, and food designated to last up to 25 years. Call it conspiracy theory or tinfoil prepper lunacy. You know I'm right. I know I'm right. Save $250 right now. Click the link below. Prepare with Lionel now. I don't know when it has been this interesting. I don't know. I don't know when it has been this fascinating. I don't know when things have been this incredible. I don't know if you're, I always think to myself, whenever somebody says that, they're just saying that, they're just saying this. I am telling you, this is one of the most interesting cases. This Tyler Robinson case alone, forget everything else, forget Bab el-Mandeb, forget Strait of Hormuz, forget Iran, Israel, the Middle East, get the Qatar, forget the midterms, throw everything out. This case alone is like nothing I have ever seen. Because normally the police, let me say this, the police, the prosecution is fighting the defense, and the defense is fighting the prosecution. What we have now is like nothing we've ever seen before. We have the people fighting the defense, fighting the prosecution, fighting the Fed slop deep state shadow government. Let me say this again. We, us, you, me, Candace, Barron, the whole group with names, so many new people, just throw the list. Everybody deserves a Pulitzer. And I don't put myself in that category in the least. I am a beneficiary of the incredible work these people are doing. I have not done. They're doing things. They must just sit. Their eyes must be crossed, just watching frame after frame going back. Did you see this? Did you see this? Let's go back. Hey, that's a shard. That's not a bullet. And then fighting the fools who fight them. This morning, there was a new. I don't have it here. I'm sorry. Forgive me. There is a new piece which people are purporting, alleging, suggesting that there is actual caught references, caught shards of either the Rode mic or something glass, something along those lines. Don't know what it is, but that's it. Okay. Some woman, I don't know who it was, says that's bone and coagulated blood. I had to comment, which I normally don't do, but I did. I said, coagulated blood immediately? That's the fastest coagulation I've ever seen in my life. They just say things. It's like this force that you try to push, and these people push back and say, what are you pushing back for? I'm trying to get to the truth. No, I hate you. No, you're part of the Candace argument. Like, stop fighting me. I'm not the enemy. Yes, you are. Why are you fighting me? Because you're part of Candace. Why do you hate Candace? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. And then we have people even here. And you open up our, and I think it's wonderful because, believe it or not, They're not trolls. They're just contrarians or people who are different evidence, different opinions. We have during live shows people coming up with the most preposterous of things, and it's like, please keep it coming because nothing proves my point more than you. To prove my point, there are people fighting us. There are people walking around, and I don't know if they really believe seriously that this Jadrul Tyler, on his own, actually on his own, did this. He actually, on his own, without any help, no conspiracy. What is the conspiracy? The conspiracy may, by the way, have been, like Mark Garagos is saying, it might have been Lance, but they believe that this man on his own, on that day, for whatever reason, pulled off one of the most incredible shots and events ever and acted in a way, never got caught. Never got caught. Never got caught. He turned himself in, not to confess, to not be killed. Never was caught. With all the running around, nobody says, hey, nothing, till after the fact, till somebody said, is that, if this is the story, and I don't believe anything I'm hearing, nothing. I'm believing nothing I'm hearing from anyone. Anyone. Now, by the way, when somebody says, well, do you believe Candace? Like, Candace is not making accusations. She's merely showing you evidence. She is apprising palm pistols and listen, I don't care whatever you want to say. It is not my job, and it's not your job to determine whether it's a palm pistol, whether it's another rifle. It's not your job. For purposes of the Tyler Robinson case, they have to just prove beyond a reasonable doubt, or the prosecution, that Tyler did this. All Tyler has to do is say, nope, that didn't happen that way, and that's it. We may never find out, was it of this, was it of that, was it, who knows? We may never. That may be part of it. Let me remind you, there are a number of portions of this. I'm going to remind you, first, there is the idea of a documentary, something similar to a JFK or a whatever you want to call it. That is critical. That is something that we have to be a part of. That is something which is necessary for this, obviously. But just that's just okay. That's one part. The second part of this is specifically, this is very important. The second part is going to be the trial itself. So we've got the whodunit is first sequence of this. The second is going to be the trial. The third is going to be this thing called TPUSA and Neff and Andrew Colvett and Turek, and was he there, and that sort of thing. That this cabal, this rat's nest of Fed sloppers. And, okay, that's that. The other aspect of this is going to be this onslaught, this attack against Candace for reasons I shan't ever been able to explain it. Okay? So Candace has her theories about the mic. Others have different theories, and that's it. We're at this stage. But guess what the prosecution is saying? Nothing. Nobody's saying anything. Remember, let me see if I can say this again, because I don't think you understand this. This is not, like, for example, in JFK, it was the country against the Warren Commission, which was a cover, which was a cutout, which was basically a shill for the deep state, the police state, the shadow government, the intel state that killed Kennedy. Allen Dulles, the Warren Commission. So it was us against them. Okay? The government, whoever they were, there was one person, I think Gary Posner, who wrote a book called Case Closed. That's it. That is it. Period. You got that? You got that? Okay. Vietnam was pro-war, anti-war. Anti-war was basically against the government. Pro-war was kind of like, well, they really weren't pro-war, but nobody really was excited about Vietnam, but they were, there. What we have here is a little bit different. We have the prosecution, who is apparently an offshoot, an article, a cutout, an adjunct of the very people that killed Charlie, because the prosecution is promoting the most preposterous of cover stories, promoting this patsy, and I can't believe it. Do they know this? Are they aware of this? Are they in on it? Do they willingly apply? I don't know. But they're there versus the prosecution, who seems to be, and again, I'm so cautious, seems to be so lethargic, absolutely lethargic, quiescent regarding this. I don't know what they're doing. Now, recently, and sometimes I have to wonder, am I dating these things correctly? Did this happen no matter when this was said? I believe it is recent. Let us watch this specifically and listen to who is the bravest, absolutely the biggest star of the internet, of all platforms, bar none.
Okay, I didn't want to leave you guys on a crazy weekend cliffhanger. I needed to get that information out as soon as possible. Obviously,
listen to this.
You can probably see that I received some information, a communication, which answered a lot of questions.
Now, remember something. Candace Owens, believe it, is getting more information. There's always, just like Jack Anderson got information, Oliver Stone got information from people, white hats and the like, who basically use her as a funnel, and a conduit to get the information going, okay?
Has had about the story, or rather the non-story that we are getting from the feds, the push that Tyler Robinson is this lone shooter, which they're trying to establish as a fact. Some of the burning questions that we had, okay, well, if he turned himself in, how did he also not confess? I now have the answers to that. The main point, the reason why this information came to me.
Okay, now listen. Remember what she said, which is very, very interesting, okay? Listen very, very carefully. Listen. Because the question is, if you're going to turn yourself in, why aren't you confessing?
Is because there's a narrative being spun right now by the media that Tyler Robinson is or was suicidal. That is not true. And that's a very scary thing when suddenly they're saying he's suicidal and, he's in solitary. And he's not suicidal. So that was the reason why this information urgently came to me. Obviously, I know a lot more, and I'm going to share it with you guys on Monday. I just wanted to vet some of the things that I heard, ask some more questions from people that would know, and just to make sure everything I say is above board. And obviously, this lead led to more leads, and I want to give people a chance to respond.
Yes,
this is crazy. Nothing more that I can say. This is very serious. I don't know what's going on, but I do know that what we are being told has gone on is just not so. And this is really kind of going to begin, I think, to answer a lot of questions and many more questions that need to be asked. So I just wanted to let you know that what they're telling us about him being suicidal is not true.
Now, that is what's happening. Thank you for this. This is what they are doing, and this is what I've been saying, and this is what I would do. If I swear to you, I would do this. I would do this. You've got to get rid of this guy, Tyler. He shouldn't be here. They should have butlered his ass before. You understand what I'm saying? They should have done this. They didn't. He slipped through. This was poorly orchestrated, poorly organized, poorly. And what happened was Candace comes along and she basically shows people some things which, frankly, I mean, this freaked people out. This one was it. Quick, where's the shooter? See him? This came out last week. It was the biggest joke anybody's ever seen. And then others were saying, "Oh no, that's not no, you no, you don't understand it. No. See, you don't understand it. You don't get it. No, that's not it. No. See, when we zoomed in, see, you don't understand. See, when we zoomed in, we saw something better. It was clearer. See, when you zoom in and use this 4K, I think somebody used 4K. It was so, I mean, it was so incredible because there you have it. You see, when you look at this and you zoom in and use the power of computer analysis and the like, you see what amounts to one of the clearest matches ever. You can see the expression. Can you see the expression in these photos? Very simple. You can see Tyler Robinson, a determined Tyler, and clearly you can make out it's a Mauser 98. You can see the unique style of the scope. You can see the butt. You can even see the trigger housing in this. You can see the shoes that he wore, the clothing, the colors, and how he obviously has changed clothing. You can see it right there. It's the most incredible thing in the world. Also, look at the determination. Look at the dark shark eyes of the killer. Can you see this? Can you see it? Thank God for this zooming in. Can you see? You can make it out to be. And by the way, if you want to see what a killer, somebody who is really devoid, somebody who's really devoid of any kind of feeling, somebody who really is seriously demented. Look at this thing called the flat affect. You think of this guy right here. For some reason, I don't know where, and somebody help me. Somebody explain, okay, where is probiotic, posobiec? Who is this guy? Now, listen, it's a free country. Somebody say, well, who the hell is Walter Cronkite? Who was Edward R. Murrow? Who was this? That's a great point. Who is this guy who looks constantly like his goldfish died? Who is this guy? Do we ever say, excuse me? Yeah. Who is this guy? What the hell is going on here? This is the most amazing. Look at this. This is from my Twitter. My ex. Soul evacuated. Vapid affect. Devoid of expression. Spiritually beaten. Compromised. Owned. Flat or blunted affect may represent and may present as an almost complete absence of visible emotional response. The person's face remains expressionless. The voice is monotone. The eye contact may be limited or unusually fixed. Gestures are minimal. They may describe something horribly or deeply personal with the same tone they would use to discuss the weather. Humor produces little reaction. Anger or accusation may produce no visible change. This can resemble the social presentation sometimes associated with autism, spectrum disorder, without necessarily indicating autism. It also may appear in schizophrenia or schizoaffective disorder, as well as depression, neurological conditions, medication effects, or severe stress. The critical observation is not what diagnosis someone appears to have. It's the striking absence of expected outward emotion, even when the subject would ordinarily produce a powerfully emotional response. I am telling you right now, Jack Probiotic Proboscis is the most boring individual I have ever seen, heard, or reviewed in my life. Every time I see him on anything, I say, oh, for Christ's sake, not again. Who is this? Hey, guys, I'm so sorry. Hey, guys, when I saw that, it was like, guys, who are the guys? We're the guys. You're the guys. What is my guys? My this guys, my that guys. There it was. I looked at the clock. I said, oh my God, 12:31. Please let this be over. No, I sat in horror. At what? What do you mean at what? What do you mean at what? I saw it. I saw this. I said, oh, guys, let this be over. Dear God, what is it? I don't know. I don't know exactly what it is. I have no idea why I'm here. I have no idea why I signed on to this. Somebody help me. I'm stuck with this piece of shit. I don't know what the hell to do. I don't know what to do. Help me. For the love of God, help me. This is the weirdest thing. Let me explain something. We live in a country, okay? Let me just remind you of something. Let me just, if I could, just kind of bring you up to speed just a little bit, just a tad, so to speak. We live in a country where this guy, one of these leaders of the Senate, may be dead. Maybe? I don't know. This guy may be dead. Let me say this again. Not some welfare check on some homeless dude or some poor guy who lived down the block that used to wave at the neighbors. No. This man who was the leader, look, he's in a hospital wearing this little shirt like, hey, I'm just sitting here. And I'm just sitting here. And your president hasn't picked up the phone and said, excuse me, yeah, where the hell is Mr. McConnell? Is he dead? I want the answer now. Hey, Cash Patel, where are you? Huh? Cash, what are you doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? I'm getting laid. That's what I'm doing on a company plane. Look at me. I'm getting it. Cash, stop it. Cash, is he dead? Huh? Is he dead? I don't know. Anybody? What do we do? I don't know. Should we call Bobby Kennedy? No, he's busy. He's on with Dana Bash for no particular reason. So let me just tell you something. We're a country, I guarantee you, if Putin had somebody, if they said to Putin, hey, you think the guy from the Politburo or the Kremlin or whatever the hell it is, if he's dead, they would know in a half a second. And we're walking, I don't know. And there's Dana Bash, I don't know. And there's News Nation, I don't know. And there's Fox News, I don't know. Is he dead or is he dead? Is he dead? You can't handle that question. And you expect to find what's happening with Charlie Kirk. You got to be kidding me. You got to be kidding me. This country's, remember this guy? Epstein. And Epstein is responsible for everything. Oh my God. Oh, you want to know what's going on? Epstein. Why are we doing this in Iran? Epstein. Oh my God. It's all Epstein. If you watch, they call this the Epstein. Epstein is the name. And we're like, I don't know what's going on. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe he has something. I don't know. Where's Ghislaine Maxwell? Oh, she's toast too. His clients are still free to abuse children with zero fear of consequences. We never got to the bottom. She's going to prison for trafficking. We don't know who it is. And the woman, the main accuser of her and others, is just miraculous. Oops, she's dead. Nobody raises a finger. Nothing. Nobody raises a finger. And we're the same country that doesn't know if this guy's dead. Let me remind you again. I think this is the most incredible thing in the world. The United States of America, the best country in the world, where this guy basically, we whack him in front of everybody. I mean, kill him, whack him, hyoid bone. Only happens in strangulation. Only happens. Thyroid cartilage, gone. Only happens. It's the most incredible thing anybody has ever seen. It defies everything. And people are looking at you and they're saying, no, Epstein died of it. It was just a natural, thing. What are you talking about? Everybody says, no, this is, I guess you'd call it what? They always say this, forensic medicine 101. No. And then this past week, your boyfriend, Bobby Kennedy Jr., what a bullshit peddler this guy is. Mr. Limited Hangout Mr. Limited Hangout. Miss Guy, he's so, oh, thank you, Bobby. Thank you, Bobby, my ass. He doesn't even get excited about getting to the bottom of who killed his father. I think it's Thane Eugene Caesar. I'm pretty sure. What do you think? I think it was the CIA. Yeah. This is how excited you get. In fact, the whole Kennedys, all of them. Have you seen old Caroline Kennedy? Love Caroline Kennedy. With that twinked, weird son of his. Thank God he lost the Congress. You want Bobby Kennedy to get to the bottom of what? COVID? He doesn't give a shit about his father. He still doesn't know. He doesn't say, wait a minute, God, who killed my father? It's this guy. You didn't do anything. Hey, help me. Oh, how about those files? I'll get to them later. What are you going to do? But they were so excited, right? Oh, because this guy shows up. And he's laughing his ass off. He made more money than you can imagine. He's got the biggest pension of anybody in the history of mankind. He did everything. Got a pardon, and he said, I'll sit there. I don't care. I don't give a shit. Go ahead. I'm our boy there. He is. Oh, he was great. Wasn't he great? He's laughing his ass off. This is our country. This is who we are. We are out of our minds. We don't even know. We don't care how people act. This guy's walking around. I think he's got severe mental illness. I mean, I'm not saying I'm an expert. This guy's never laughed. Always looks like his goldfish died. He looks like, oh, I'm Jack Posobiec. I just shart myself. What? You did? Oh, I don't know. That explains it. I'm miserable now. Oh, look, I'm on a rant. I don't know if that's photoshopped. I have no idea. I cannot in any way vouch for any of the legitimacy of any of this stuff. Who knows? It's just a picture. I don't vouch for it. It's just this is transformative reasons. Just commenting on what we see. That's all. Unbelievable. We talk such a great game. Okay? We do. This guy, all of a sudden, he's the expert. Then it gets even better. Then comes the president. Then comes the president, and he all of a sudden, Laura Loomer is involved. Now, the question you should be asking is, who in the hell is Laura Loomer? Now, I don't mean who is she, but I mean, what position does Laura Loomer hold? What position does Laura Loomer hold? What does Laura Loomer do? What is the purpose of her being with us? What does Laura Loomer do? Why is she in there? Just as an example. And whatever she says, nobody stops her. Remember this one? Oh, there's Susie Wiles. Oh, she's so tough. Oh, she's not going to countenance any bullshit. She's going to tell people, give them the marching orders. She hasn't done shit. Remember the time she appeared for Vanity Fair? Basically spilled the beans on everybody. I'm surprised she's even there. But this is the one. Did you see this one?
I know that I am the person who informed the president of every.
Now, hang on 1 second. And I don't want to get into looks. But you know what? I think she might have had a little bit of a tweak or something because she's looking more normal. So good for her. There was a couple of times where I'm thinking, oh, dear God, somebody's pulling a practical joke on her. So she seems to be just whatever it's worth, because the haters, people were calling her Larry, No. Another thing too is she has an affect. See if you notice it. It's kind of a she does this laugh. She does a fake kind of a laugh. It's a nervous tick. It has nothing to do because there's nothing funny in the least. But watch this. She's on with this thing called News Nation, which good luck finding this. But anyway, she's on. And she's speaking. She basically says, I'm the gatekeeper for the president. Listen carefully.
I know that I am the person who informed the president of everything that Tucker Carlson and Megyn Kelly and Candace Owens and Alex Jones were saying about him. And despite preparing a lot of these reports for the White House, it's my understanding a lot of this information was not given to him or explained to him in full, which is alarming because you have to ask yourself who surrounding the president is serving as a gatekeeper for the woke right.
Now, for the woke right, who's the woke right? I'm not sure if it's you, but listen very carefully.
I know that I am the person who informed the president of everything that Tucker.
So now she's basically saying, let me explain this to you. Let me just make sure you understand it. She is the one saying, I did it. Now, everybody else would say, do me a favor. Yeah, get me this candy ass Laura Luminaire. You cut her off at the balls, right? I know it's strange, right? I want her gone. You hear that? Mr. President, I want you to officially abnegate. I want you to get up there and officially give her the stick and say, that's it, you're gone. Because she now has just assumed, she told the world, she's a part of your team. She's acting as an agent. It is important under agency law, if somebody claims to be your representative and you know this, you have an affirmative duty to tell the world, they don't work for me. They don't work for me because somebody who comes along, and then this is the whole thing about apparent authority and inherent authority and all this kind of jazz. Under agency law, you have a very serious responsibility to do that. And I don't see him doing it. I don't see anybody doing it. And I kept hearing, Susie Wiles is going to do this. Do you understand how everything is nuts? Everything is crazy. And they think Candace Owens is crazy? You think Candace Owens is crazy? Seriously. This is ridiculous. I don't even know where to start. I don't understand. And I said I wasn't going to do this, but have you followed anything regarding Iran? About Taco, Trump always chickens out. He's changing his mind while he's changing his mind. What the hell are we doing? Iran is thinking, can you believe this shit? Seriously, can you believe this shit? Is he gaslighting us? Can you believe this shit? What is he doing? Is he doing this? Is he doing this? So, I don't know what's going on. Somebody comes up, if somebody told you, give you an example. Remember that line from Sherlock Holmes. Sherlock Holmes says something to the effect of, oh, for the love of God. He says, when all possibilities have been exhausted, the only one left, even seemingly impossible, is the answer. Something like that. Candace Owens comes along and Candace Owens says, I think that it is an exploding microphone, a Rode microphone, either aligned with PETN or something similar. And I think it exploded, or not that she necessarily believed it, but okay, maybe she did, but that this was a shaped charge, and that was it, and that was the source of this. Okay. The world says, that's bullshit. And you say, okay, what do you think happened? Come on. It's obvious what happened. What do you mean what happened? Well, what do you think? If it's bullshit, what happened? Come on, stop it. Stop it. Come on. Well, what do you think happened? He got the gun. Who? That guy, Tyler. Tyler? Yeah. That's a 30-06. Okay, maybe it's not a 30. I don't know. Well, what is it then? Well, if she's full of shit, what was it? Tell me. It was obviously not that. Well, then what was it? I don't know what it was. Why? Because I gotta say that I hate Candace. Because I'm getting paid. I get paid $700 or $800 or whatever it is. See this one guy? My buddy Buckley Carlson. Oh man. Uncle Buck this guy did like 11,000. I don't know how many tweets he's getting, but it's like maybe this guy's being paid. Maybe Errol might be paying him. I don't know. Hell, I don't know. Looks like it. If I mean, I thought I tweeted a lot. I don't tweet at all. Now, I did think so. Not like this. So if this is impossible, why are people saying it? Why is it nuts? Well, it's not really nuts. Well, then what is it then? I don't know what it is. Well, tell me. What do you think this is about? How do you explain this? I don't know how to explain this. I don't know. So why is Candace crazy? You've got this ridiculous story of this rifle that nobody believes. Nobody believes. You've got all the... It's a joke. So there's right next to him, and she asks, excuse me, could I have the shirt? You're not going to have the shirt. You're not entitled. Okay, fine. Did you save the shirt? Why would I want to save the shirt? Because there would be residue. It's simple. So she's full of shit, but they're not. This is nuts. This is all crazy. And you're told things, and you're like this, And today, you've got people lauding, praising Bobby Kennedy because, oh, you tore that Dana Bash up. Who cares? This is CNN. That didn't do anything. You didn't do anything to stop vaccines like you said you would. You didn't do anything. You're a sellout like the rest of these people. You're a limited hangout. You just want to do push-ups and chase women or whatever the hell you want to do because you're some fucked up Kennedy with a heroin over it. God bless you. You had an addiction, but I hope you're okay now. But you come from the most screwed up people, and somehow I'm supposed to laud you like you're what? You haven't done anything. You talked about red dye number 3, which is important. You put some methylene blue in your tongue, which is important. You do some pull-ups and hey, let's go. Let's eat right. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna eat raw meat. Okay, great. Gee, there's something new. We've only done this Atkins paleo thing since the beginning of time. What about the vaccine? Well, it could be Tylenol. He's still saying Tylenol. Does anybody understand what's happening here? Does anybody? No, seriously. Who is it? Am I getting through here? Am I getting through here? Who are these people? Who are the people who say, hey, I sure like your TPUSI. You know those 3 guys, those three jadruls, Neffy and Colvette and the other dude? Yeah, I think they're great on the Charlie Kirk show. Hey, why don't we have them on again? They do a great job. They're the worst. Every time they say something, somebody's got 2 more weeks of material. Who is the person who says, hey, that Ben Shapiro's doing a great job? Hey, Ben, thanks. You know, you've single-handedly rerouted, redirected this course of blatant and this horrible anti-Semitism. And you basically have, by virtue of your own inane genius, and you're so sterling. Your presence, you're so likable. You have persuaded more people. It's worse now than it's ever been. What's going on now? I don't understand anything. Let me go back and explain. Certain little things tell me stuff. Tell me everything. Let me just remind you something, okay? Just very, 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 very simple. It's not. I'm not trying to be stupid here, but they're still telling you that this guy's alive, and nobody can verify the simplest social kind of a whatever you want to call a thing. I don't know what the word is. It blows my mind. Do you understand what I'm saying? We live in a world where this is even possible. And then when somebody comes along and says, hey, listen, I've got something for you. I think you're being a little bit mean on that there Erica. I think this is a wonderful woman who has done nothing ever to inspire, to suggest, to I don't know what the word is, to bring about any kind of suspicion on anyone's part? What has she ever done? How has she ever acted in any way to make you think that she wasn't truly, truly the grieving, broken up widow that she says she was, that anybody else would be? Let me see. What comes to mind? What did she ever do that made me say, wait a minute? Not that she's involved in it. No, nay, nay. Nay, 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 nay. But that she is just somebody we have never seen the likes of. Look at this Exhibit A. I will never forget this. 6 days, 6, not even a week after your husband has been just slaughtered in front of the world. People are just freaking out. Kids, youngsters, folks who loved this man in ways nobody even thought possible. Never. They couldn't move, paralyzed. I don't know about you, people just can't believe it. Candace was thinking, no, nobody knew. Nobody suspected her from Adam. No, nothing. And this, by the way, did not come out. This didn't come out 6 days. This was done 6 days, according to this time signature of this. Nobody knew anything. And then later on, they go, wait, what? Wait a minute, what? It's what all the cops do, when they're at funerals. So again, reiterate, because she came on, you said, how dare Candace say that I had anything to do with it? She never said you did. Well, she might as well. Well, she didn't. What are you talking about? She might as well? This doesn't make any sense. Would you do this? Would you be like this? Would you be doing like a Glenn Ross? Hey, coffee's for closers. Come on, everybody. Hey, guys. Did great in the merch. Ooh, grief pays, baby. Grief pays. Come on, let's be funereal. Yeah. Lugubrious, anyone? Yeah. This is great. How am I doing? Did you dig the picture of me over the thing? Oh, it was mic'd up. Jerry got it in the truck. Fantastic. Did great work. Did you see how I did this? Some people even think he wasn't even Charlie. Some people are comparing his hands. Don't let him do that. Why? Because it's just ghoulish. See, that's the protection we have. The protection is that, and again, I'm not saying she did anything, but she sure reacts weird to that. She sure, isn't it something? Because she's almost saying, you know what? Now it's my time. It's Erica's time. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, for the longest time, I've been sitting back, just watching Charlie. Getting all the acclaim. What about me? Oh, yeah, I'm just the wife. What about me? I was Miss Arizona, for Christ's sake. I was something big. Don't you understand this? They recruited me. In the first ever recruitment in the history of mankind. That's right, I was recruited. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Me and my mom, Laurie France. By the way, I have a pension for exploiting people sick, dead, or in the hospital. See that picture I did with my old lady? Yeah, she was bad. I was standing up over her, looking down at her. She was all shriveled. And oh, yeah, baby, I can milk this for all it's worth. I'm going to show you. I'm going to wear my glittery pants. I'm going to come out. We're going to have fireworks, and I'm going to come out, baby. Then I'm going to do every show there is. I'm going to go Barry Weiss. Stop it. I'm going to give you that Cruella de Vil look, that Yvonne DiCarlo, that weird kind of a Rula Lenska glower. Then I'm going to go do, quick, get a car. Let's go across town. Let's go to Fox. Let's do Fox. Let's go on Harris Faulkner. Stop it. That's right. Then I'm going to go on Charlie Waters or Vicky Waters. What else his name is? Waters, whatever his name is. We're going to his show. Yeah. Say the same thing. Stop it. Followed by Dana Lash, and the widow. Oh, we're gonna take this debt and we're gonna extrapolate everything. We're gonna do everything in our power to completely destroy whatever ounce of legitimacy it had, whatever it was, and we're gonna show you flat out that you don't understand how good we are. Because we're in control of these things. And by the way, if you don't like it, the hell with you. You don't like it, but who cares? And if you don't like how Trump's handling it, you're an un-American. You're an anti-Semite. That's it. You're an anti-Semite. Yeah. And if you think this, well, then you're a white supremacist anti-Semite. You're a white supremacist, racist, anti-Semite, homophobic, transphobic. We got a name for everything. And we keep saying this because we keep getting away with it. You understanding this? You keep getting away with it. You think something's being done. You think that going on Fox, hey, I was on X, boy, you showed them. Doesn't mean anything. They're getting away with murder. Yes, I forgive her. Do not adjust your set, my friends. This is real. This is real. This is happening. Look at this. You're so right. I forgive her. Oh, I can't look at this one anymore. You know, I really try to not be, look at this, I forgive her. I don't forgive him. I would never forgive somebody who kills my wife. Never forgive. Never. I do everything in my power to get somebody in the prison to do the job. Cat Mustache says, Lionel, where'd you learn your wax lyrical like you do? Your riff on words like Miles Davis. Ooh, thank you very much. That is an honor. You know what? I just love the language. And I love the language, and I love the way I love just the way the language of the thought comes. That's all about that. Look at this. Step in time. Everybody grieves differently. Everybody grieves differently. Remember that? Remember all the routines? You've seen this. Come on. This is the best one. Look at your great comments. What I can comprehend is why whoever's in control of Erica didn't do a better job of making her a more appropriate representation of the grieving widow. It's as if they wanted to be blatant. Yes. And you think to yourself, you must have wanted to do this because anybody else would have said. It's almost like you want people, you don't want, how do I say this? You want people to know, be yourself, but, act naturally. Probiotic gives me the creeps. What the hell's the matter with you? That's not it. I mean, hang on. That creeps me out. What creeps you out about this guy? What? What's the matter with you? They just, I've never seen such unprofessionals. This country. Well, I love this. You, Lionel, are destroying this country. You are a divisive soul, and all just to line your own pockets. Thank you so much. Oh my God. I don't know what to do about that. I don't know what to say. I just don't know what to say. Well, anyway, thank you for that. Isn't that good? I'm Kash Patel. Isn't that wonderful? I love that. I love going in and beating the bushes. Come on. This is nuts. You realize something, here we go, that when you try to point out the damage, somebody invariably will say, how dare you? I love this. Jack is Polish. Okay, Ted, thank you for that. By the way, he's flaccid, Jack. By the way, flaccid is also pronounced flaccid. You understand this? Celebrating isn't a form of grieving. I believe my eyes over EF over yes. Isn't that something? This is wonderful. Let me see this. Oh, did you see actor Javier Bardem, I guess, taking his integrity regarding Middle East and roles at a part CBS sponsored event? I have an idea that sometimes people who believe in this are risking their career. Look what this guy Alan Richson did, the one from Reacher, who basically threw everything away. You know what I mean? This is so upset. Charlie was so dumb. Not only did he marry Erica, he had his children with her. What a moron. See, that's not. Maybe that was a way of trying to say something. First of all, I'll say something about Charlie. Charlie was naive. Charlie never dated. Charlie said he was a widow. Might as well be. Charlie said he was a virgin. Now, anybody who says, be a virgin before you get married. No. Sorry. Excuse me. Hate to say it to you, folks. A little bit. Sorry. I love your faith. Not that one. Sorry. Not a good idea. Because when you do this, you tend to overreact. And when you're in puberty and you, for the first time, you get your first, you can kind of lose your mind. Well, that's okay if you're 15. It's not a good idea when you're in your 30s. But she saw him coming. I see it all the time now. I see women in their 70s target men. And that's why, fathers, don't let your cowboys grow up to be babies, is a great Tony Joe White saying. But people have to explain to men, listen, these are predators. This woman saw him and said, oh. And she, she's no virgin. Come on, stop it. I bet you the first time she got a hold of that if the wedding, and I believe him, if he said that was on that wedding night, she probably tore him up, put him in a Wahito hold, Cleveland necktie, got him in a figure four. He didn't know what hit him. Headboard coma. He was, oh my God. Watch this. It can show you, ride 'em cowboy. I'll show you a Dale Evans cowgirl you've never seen before. Yeehaw, baby. Come on. Yeah, does it smell the burning rubber by you? Hang on, get the cream cheese and the Bing cherries. I'm coming for you, Daddy. I'm coming. He didn't know what hit him. And she knew exactly what would happen to him. She knew it as clear as day. That's right. Our good friend Chris Lund says, forgiving him publicly means nothing at all. It's like making a public donation. Yeah, you're right about that. But listen, I understand from the religious, from the biblical aspect of it, from the Christian tenet. Yeah, makes sense to me. But nobody buys this. Nobody's buying it. See, the reason why, if anybody thinks I'm ruining the world, by the way, I love this. I'm anyway. Charlie somewhere and says, remember me? I remember you. I'm not going to let them, and Candace and others, by the way, and I think everybody here, for the most part, we're not going to let them get away with this. Oh, we're going to keep doing it. But don't worry, Charlie, we're going to do it for you. We're going to be called crazy, called nutty and conspiracy theorists and all that kind of stuff. They're even going, now they're going after Candace. Look at this. They're Shannon Robertson, the Shannon Robertson, by the way. Fuego, got it. They're even going after Candace, and they're saying that she's some kind of a Soviet agent. She's going there with the rest of the world. People go to Russia all the time just to travel. It's not North Korea. And she appears with other people in these economic forums. But yet when Jane Fonda went to Vietnam, oh, that was okay. That was all right. Remember that one? That was okay. How do you do this? How does that even work? Gematrio says, forgiving him is the accusation. Interesting. Forgiving him is the accusation. What does that mean? Let us figure this one out. Yeah, where is Bannon on this? It's a great point. Russian agent. This is the most ridiculous thing in the world. I just, listen. We're just too smart for this stuff. And when I say we're too smart, we've been around. You can't do this to us. See, they don't understand this thing. Dog Nose says, forgiving him is validating that he did it. PSYOP. Well, put it this way. not she's basically establishing everybody. Listen, that's the narrative. I don't expect her not to believe the narrative of the police. The police are going to be saying this, but this is nuts. He didn't do this. What do you think Jesus would do, Miss Jesus? She can't remember when she can't even read. She can't even read basic scripture without it sounding like somebody's forcing her to do it. What do you think Jesus would say? Jesus would say, listen, I'm not too keen on the death penalty. They gave it to me, and I was guilty. I was the Son of God. This son of a bitch didn't do anything. He didn't do it. I would give everything in my, I don't know what I wouldn't give. To sit down with Tyler and say, listen, do me a favor. I'm in the skiff room. If you tell me you said this, I'm going to deny it, son. But I'm going to say, did you do this? Did you do this? Did you do this? Did you do this? Did you do this, Tyler? Look at me. Did you? And if he says yes, did it with what? What rifle did you use? Because you sure as hell didn't use that one. You didn't use Granddaddy's shooting iron. How'd you do it? What's the matter? Are you gay? Are you straight? What the hell is this? Because Mark Garagos, Mr. Hollywood, hell, he pleased everybody. Nobody, I don't think he's ever acquitted anybody. I don't know. I can't verify this. But that's not, but anyway, he said, I think that it was somebody else involved, and I think that this co-defendant is in on this thing. This is the part I don't understand. I don't understand this. You see, two things I want to explain to you. First of all, this is directed to the ladies, okay? To the ladies. You are worth your weight in gold. You see what they're doing to that Carrie Prejean? They're jumping on her ass. Why? I like her, don't you? She seems like she's just an honest person. She's Catholic and she's trying her best and they're giving her busted. I'm with you, Carrie. Let me talk to him. I just would so love. You notice how Viva's kind of like quiet? Barnes figure. I'm not done with this shit. He's got his Barnes fund. Good. Stick to that stuff. Notice how people are. Robbie Starbuck, you know who he is. He's probably thinking, like, what have I done? Anybody who comes out in favor, it's like, what are you, nuts? Timmy Pool is going to be back to the pool. I don't know who these people are, what they think is happening. Glenn Beck, he doesn't know what the hell is going on. Zamed says, Zamed says, Lionel, court jester, troubadour, truth whisperer, a fantastic treat. Thank you. That is excellent. I like that. I want to be the troubadour. I want to be the person who takes the prism out. Remember when you used to get glasses? And the guy tells you, is it good like this? I like this. Is it better like this? I like this. Is it better like this? I like that. I like to say, is it better like this or better like this? What version do you want to see? Do you want to see the Harvey Levin world or do you want to see this? What world do you want to see? What? Tell me. Tell me. How when you, and the best part of these people who sign on to this, who don't really mean it. But anyway, but going back to what I said, the ladies, women are, see, that's what I want people to understand. That's why any man who has sister or sisters, you are so better off. You have got to understand how these people think. They're alien. Am I right? Ladies, am I right? You are alien, right? You are aliens. You're not normal. You're evil. You're good. You can be loving. You can be so loving for a baby, but you'll kill for that baby. It's weird. Zaman says, truth in focus. Indeed. The prism of verity. You know two things. Number one, when a woman, I know this sounds terrible, when a woman likes another woman, that means something. And you love Candace. You love her. You'd want to be like her friend. If she were your neighbor, if she were somebody you just like her. She's somebody who genuinely seems smart, but nice. She has a laugh, and when she laughs and giggles, that's the worst thing ever. Forget the bun. When she giggles, it's over with. It's over with. It's done. You're finished. She gives you the giggle. That's it. She giggling, yeah, you're fucked. You are Roy. That's it, my friend. You. Did she laugh? Yeah. Did she have the bun on and laugh? Yeah. Oh, God. Double threat. Double threat. You love her. You love her. Come on. You know this. And there's something about her. And if you don't love her, how do I say this? You're not jealous of her, but you don't, she rubs you the wrong way. Not because of what she says, not because of what she represents, but something about her. Am I right? Understand this? Laura Loomer. What is with Laura? That's not it. Hang on a minute. That's not it. Boy, these things happen so damn fast. So damn fast. I'm just looking at this. Here we go. Just another grifter, honestly. See, I love when people put a quote. Who's another grifter? Who? You have to say who. If I say, oh yeah, well, he's wrong. Who? Well, she's crazy. Who? We got 3 she's here. Is it Laura? Is it Erica? Who? Is it guy? Who? We, they, who? They, who they? She. There you go again. What's going on? Look at this. This is very good here. Charlie's high IQ doesn't equate to social, emotional experience. Some of the most brilliant men I've ever known is complete idiots about wives or women. And they weren't virgins. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. You are right. Oh, you are right. You are so right. And that's why it's important for us to teach our men in particular. Listen, make sure when you get your first girlfriend, let me tell you something. You ready for this? I'm going to say something to you, and you're not going to like this. You're not going to like this, but I'm going to tell you the truth. This is what I tell everybody. Is this your first rodeo? Good. Okay. Provided you're not too young. If you're too young, enjoy the puppy love thing, and then whatever. When you graduate into now we're out of Little League. Okay. Here's, first of all, it's a game. If you come on too strong at first, if you do, she's going to use it against you. I'm telling you. If she is the love of your life, if you swoon, you dream, she's the first thing you think of. She's the last thing you think of. You whisper her name. You hear her voice. You smell. If you let her know that when you first go out, you're dead. She will go and say, thank you. I'll take that ball. And, just give me the whole set. Now you're mine. Because you've just disincentivized anything she has in playing to you. Now she says, I got him. And she doesn't even realize it. Doesn't even realize it. She didn't go out wanting to be this predator, but she is, because you gave her the ignition key or the keys. You said, here, look, here's my soul. Here. I'm going to leave my chin here. Great, thank you. Take it easy. Relax. You got plenty of time. The investment you make, sets the tone. If a woman thinks you're a pushover, you're dead. You are dead. And be willing to do something that nobody will ever do. The first time, remember something, listen to me. The first time, if you're with somebody and they all of a sudden they show their ass to you, not literally, but you say, thank you, you get up and you leave. Nothing, no big deal, just leave. What was that all about? I said, oh, no. You see, this is supposed to be the honeymoon part. And if you're acting like this now, you're obviously showing me no respect whatsoever. Now, this is at the beginning. This is when you're trying to woo me, we're trying to woo each other. If this is the way you are now, at your best behavior, no thanks, see ya. And it will kill them. And they'll say, you know what? This guy means business. And respect is the ultimate aphrodisiac. You listen to what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying. And then once you get that, these games, you're going to play these little games. It's a power. It's a differential thing. You know it. Chris Longquist says, I do love her, and worry about her, I would stand with you between her and her haters. I think we're talking about Candace. I would imagine yes. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Oh, can't. See, but she's no. But remember one thing. How do I say this in a nice way? Candace is tough. Candace is smart. But she's a human being. And she has a heart. And she has a feelings. And she can be hurt. She can be hurt. And because I think that sometimes women, sometimes their hurt can be greater than that of men's hurt, I think it's something that's really a very serious thing. In fact, did you ever see the movie Blackfin? In the movie Blackfin, they showed how cetaceous animals, bottlenose dolphins, porpoises, orcas, dolphins, bottlenose, porpoises. I think I went through the whole thing. They have a paralimbic system, meaning where we have a greater paralimbic. Ours might be, if ours is like this, theirs is like this, meaning their sense of loss. An orca, by the way, a baby whale, they are in a pod for life. And they are meant to travel 300, 400, 500 miles in a day. That's just strolling the neighborhood. And they always come back. They have the most incredibly sophisticated sense of societal structure and strata. It's concatenated. It's stratified. When you go in and you take a baby, a pup, a calf from that pup, they never get over it. They just do not. Their paralimbic, their sense of loss is like a dog's sense of smell, more than humans. And they will never forget that. And it fucks them up. And you don't want to fuck these things up because they're called a killer whale on purpose. They don't mean you any harm. But when it comes time to get a seal, and they will show hunting instincts that'll blow your mind. It's beautiful. I mean, you think, how do they know this? I mean, they trick. They will sometimes beat their tails, forget the plankton, and I mean they are just anyway. What I'm saying is sometimes very powerful people and structures have a very highly developed and highly refined sense of loss. And if you fuck around with Candace, it doesn't mean she will destroy you, but it will hurt her. It will affect her. She is not a woman without, I know what I'm talking about. She is not a woman without sensitivity. She's very sensitive. And sometimes, like most great women, a lot of great women, they will use their outer veneer, not a veneer, is the wrong word, the armor, the Kevlar, which she normally shows. But deep down inside, she's an extremely sensitive person. You don't get to be that smart and not be sensitive. Same thing with Charlie. But she was street smarter than Charlie. Charlie led with his chin. Charlie believed in this stuff. Phone off Alex says, Jack, give all probiotics a bad name. Bless his heart. I don't know what purpose he's there for. I don't understand what in the world he's there for. Okay. I don't understand. Who are these people who say that would be very, very good? Our good friend Brian Carter says, awesome new video, Julian Dory interview. Oh, Barron. Yes. Barron is, by the way, this Julian Dory, I love to see new artists, so to speak. That's kind of what we do. This is a band. You know who I'm very impressed with? Is Rex Jones, Alex's son. Very good. Good for you. And I want to tell him. I told him. I said I'm very proud of you. Remember, you're not your father. You're yourself. You're you. You're not going to be your father. Don't be your father. We have such a bevy. We have a passel, a retinue, a veritable, just this endless group of people that we are, and we, you know what? And we always take care of our own. It's one thing I like about this group. If you're good, we don't need DEI. Who are some of the best? Well, Candace is. That's it. Do you ever think about her as, I know it sounds crazy. Do you ever think about her as being a black woman? No. You think, oh yeah, right. Doesn't matter. It doesn't come up. It doesn't come up. She was talking to somebody one day. He goes, well, I'm hot. I'm a black woman. I said, oh yeah, that's right. I just don't. Nisi, phenomenal. I think I've heard she was Canadian. You think of her as a black woman? No. It's not. I mean, it's great. Woman, male, young, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. And I see such immense talent in here. Incredible, huge talent. This is really good. And a lot of the folks who are in my crew, my generation, they're not, I don't know. I mean, there's a few here. I'll tell you who does very well in his own respects, who's older than I am, is Judge Napolitano, who does a great job. Oh, he and Mearsheimer and others, they're in that respect, and they're loved. So age doesn't mean anything. Race doesn't mean anything. It doesn't matter. Look at Colin. Look at everybody. It doesn't matter. That's the most beautiful thing in the world. We are purely, truly, absolutely 100%. We live by the notion of, if you're good at this, we're with you 100%. Doesn't matter. We're with you. And we know good. And if we like you, and all you got to do, look at Kasia from Fredo. Every day, she's Polish, from Cyprus. Great. Phenomenal. Bring her in. I don't have time to go through all of these people. Do you realize how this is? This is like a channel. And it's the utmost honor to be a part of this thing. An honor. Because you have loyalties. And maybe it's this subject I've never seen before. Even people who swear they want to talk about Iran all day long. Okay, they don't have that same because what happens is, that is a kind of a negative thing, which is fine. What you are propelled by, what you are motivated by, is a sense of positivity towards Candace, or Kansas. Carry on, my wayward son. By the way, Robbie Steinhardt, the violin player, was a great friend of mine. The guy with the hair in Kansas. Anyway, it doesn't matter. So here we are right now. So where are we going? Where we're going is, we're going to be watching our Lady Day later, Candace. We're going to find out what's going on, and we're going to see, by the way, this incredible series of truth unravel. And everybody right now, going back to what I said, is going to say, she did it again. She's got a new one now. Okay? And they're watching Candace, everything. She's got a new one. Yeah, another theory. Yeah. Hey, defense, are you paying attention? And defense has almost said, listen, we're not supposed to defend. I'm not saying this. I'm not saying they're on the take. I'm not saying they're corrupted. I'm not saying any of that. I'm not saying that. They just don't seem to be. I think you can be far more involved in the case without violating the gag order, without you talking about it. June Summers says, when J.D. Vance and Erica Fromm's wedding, Erica, major chemistry. I don't think that's going to happen. I think the latest, Usha's latest critter, a sibling, a child, might help that. I will tell you one thing. If I sat down with JD and said, JD, by the way, have you seen JD and Domi, the drummer and the French pianist, on the latest Rick Beato? Phenomenal. They're interesting. They're like, you heard one song, you heard them all. But watch this dude play drums. In any event, if JD sat down, if I said, JD, because he's been to like 12 name change, he's a little shady himself. Anyway, JD, JD Clampett. JD, any chance of you maybe dumping Usha and going for, Erica? He would look at you and say, are you nuts? Can you imagine 5 minutes with this? 5 minutes talking to her. Just, no. Erica? Kirk? No. Oh, dear God, no. Can you imagine that? I don't know about you, but sometimes, I've always seen this. Sometimes I've seen great, smart people marry some people you think, how the hell do they do that? Because they see things differently than you do. They see things on a different scale. Listen to me. I'm pretty good at this. I like Usha. I like his wife. She seems to be. And JD, I want to know, how much does Peter Thiel own him? I know he owns him, but a lot, a little. Will he have any ability to show any independence? Because and I know that AI is done. It's finished. Not the mechanism itself, but the investment part of it. It's done. And by the way, remember something too. Bad prediction. You're going to start seeing Luigi Mangione type hit squads go after AI people. I'm serious. It's weird. That unleashed a whole group of people. And by the way, there's also a group who was now involved in providing this. What's the word? Providing a kind of a defense sequencing in favor of Luigi, and is based on nullification. I'll talk about that later, but it's very, very organized. So anyway, my friends, great stuff. This is fantastic. I like this time with you. You are phenomenal. Somebody said, oh, by the way, a good friend says, Gaux says, Charlie Push for J.D. Vance. Did not know the Peter Thiel connections and other weirdo things. Don't know, maybe. I don't know. See, that's why I could never be in. You should see the latest stuff that comes out regarding Mark Zuckerberg, what he knows about in this litigation. Oh my God. I'll wait till I get the actual chapter and verse. It'll blow your mind. See, it is so corrupt. The whole Washington is corrupt. It is filled with some of the most vile people you have ever seen in your life. They are beyond vile. They're horrid. Horrid. It is terrible. Now somebody says, J.D. Vance is in on the Kirk murder. You don't know that. See, that's the stuff that we don't attribute that to us. There's no evidence of it. None. I like this. Lionel, I do not like Usha. She always looks dead. Cold, like hiding something. I don't see that at all. Cold, dead. She's kind of quiet. How do you know this? How do you even know this? How does by the way people look? You understand this? Look at this. Even Charlie's mom and dad sold him out by sitting with Eric at the hearing. Do you think that's true? Do you see the way, who was the one, what's her name? The woman who came up and tried to get near Charlie's dad, he kind of gave her like that. You think he sold him out? I feel very sorry. According to Candace, when we talked, she said Charlie's parents were very, very quiet. Very, very, very quiet. Absolutely not. I don't think so. No. Look at this. Charlie was grifting off the Trump MAGA movement. He was running an illegal nonprofit. He was enriching himself and his friends this way. That said, we need to find out what happened. Do you really think that? Does anybody think that he was grifting off the Trump MAGA movement? What does a grift mean? What does the word grift mean? This is another word that's just being used too much. It's not grifting. If anything else, I think they grifted off of Charlie. I think they did. I think they realized this was the guy who had tremendous insight and connection to younger people. Absolutely. Okay? Charlie's parents need to see their grandkids. I hope I hope they are. I hope that's true. We don't know. We're not privy to that, but I hope 100%. Absolutely. Chance of Charlie being alive is 0. Charlie is not alive. There's no way. That can't be done. Can't be done. There's nobody who said, "Hey, guess what? Remember me, the guy with the yeah? I was alive the whole time. I was living in Dubuque. I owned a feed store. What? It doesn't work. It doesn't work. This is interesting. Muslims are not scary to a well-adjusted Unitarian, Mr. Lionel. Don't know what that means. Don't know what that means. Muslims are fine. Some are dangerous. Jewish people are fine. Some are dangerous. Christians are wonderful. There's more Christians, so there's more of them who are out of their tree. You understand something? Lionel still thinks LBJ had nothing to do with killing Kennedy. Well, he didn't. Nothing to do. What does that mean? He had nothing to do. You think he called up Mac Wallace? You think that was it? You have nothing to do. I bet you he probably knew it. He made everybody, he hated the Kennedys more than anything you can imagine. But what exactly do you mean? What did he do? What did he have to do? What does nothing to do mean? You understand something? By the way, I want to say hello. Ms. Lisa Fun. Is she terrific? She says, it takes less than a minute to hit that like button. Let's show the channel some love today and get those numbers soaring. Every like makes a huge difference. She is just, give a big hand. Phenomenal. Thank you so much, Lisa. You are, cannot tell you, not only are you a monitor of sorts, but you're just a coordinator and you're the spirit of the channel. And I appreciate that immensely. LBJ probably set it up. How do you set it up? Do you know anything about the facts of the case? I mean, I'm serious. He set it up? Who actually they had 5 different places for it to occur. 4 or 5. Tampa was going to be one, Chicago, and they kept changing it. I think Tampa was going to be one of them. Who changed the military or who changed the parade route? There's a lot to be said for that. September the 11th, by the way, 25th anniversary is coming up. We'll talk about that one. That's going to be huge. Look at this. This is great. Proboscis probably gets all this clothes from Shirts for Schlubs. Very funny indeed. This is so terrific. Anyway, my friends, thank you so much. Have a great and glorious day. It was an hour and a half of my time. By the way, I like this time. You know why? I'll tell you why. 3 o'clock works great for me. It allows our UK people, maybe it's like 8 o'clock or so there to come in. Everybody's kind of midday. Candace is coming and everybody else is coming. It gives us, it's perfect. I like this. I like this time a lot. So let's see what's happening. Think of this. Lionel still thinks the system works for the people. Who is this clown? Let me tell you something, Carcianetti, or Carcetti, what the hell you are. You bastard, you crazy bastard. In any event, thank you for that. Have a great show. Great show today. Yeah, now you're changing your tune. You rat bastard. My friends, I love you. Until we meet again, we'll talk to each other. Have a great and glorious time. I've got some questions for you. Please respond to them. Also, prepare for a disaster. I'm not kidding you. All right? Okay. All right, my friends. Please also follow Lynn's Warriors on YouTube. I mean that sincerely. Please like the show, subscribe to the channel, hit that little bell so you're notified of live screams as new. Anyway, you've heard the routine. All right, my friends, I love you. Have a great and glorious day. Until then, remember, the monkey's dead. The show's over. Sue ya. Da-da.